Experience 21st century learning. Experience friendships that last a lifetime. Experience the world through international opportunities at West Virginia State University. Experience a dynamic learning environment with over 80 areas of study, intimate class sizes, and affordable tuition. West Virginia State University. Experience the power of education.
Welcome back to the campus of West Virginia State University and the Coach's Corner. I'm your host, Lee France. Our next guest, senior offensive lineman Ryan Miller. Ryan, welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here. We really appreciate it. Tell me a little bit about yourself, if you will. Ask all the students, athletes that come in, where you come from, and then how you got into football.
All right, my name is Ryan Miller. I'm from Chicago Heights, Illinois. I'm a business management major. I'm a senior on the football field. I started football in high school, actually. I didn't start Pee Wee or anything like that. I started in high school, and since I've been playing, I just love the game, stuck with it, you know.
Tell me about your decision to play football in high school. To most people, that's pretty, late in the game. Was it just a matter of getting your mom's permission sometimes, or was it, did you fill out late? What happened?
My mom, she was pretty overprotective, you know. She didn't want to let me do much, so I tried to play football in 8th grade, and it didn't work out. It was a team that was a little far from my area, so I had to drive a ways. And so that didn't work out for me. So high school, I started at Hillcrest High School in Hazel Crest, Illinois. And when I started there, I had a bad injury with my ankle. I broke my growth plate. So it took me out of football there for a while. And I got back into it junior year when I transferred to Homewood Flossmoor High School, which was a powerhouse high school. It was 8A, the biggest division, and I just loved it. I gotten better there, and then came to West Virginia State.
How did you find West Virginia State from Chicago, Illinois?
Actually, I found West Virginia State when I was at community college. We had just won a national championship. I was looking for somewhere to go. I got my degree a semester early, so I was leaving, and many coaches didn't know that I was available at that time. But Coach Shaw, I guess he was tracking me or tracking my progress. He found me actually via email, and that was great. We started talking. He told me about the campus and how the program was changing and how he has a plan for success here, and that really got my attention, and I just wanted to be a Yellow Jacket.
You're part of the, as I like to call it, the underappreciated offensive line. You don't get a lot of praise.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about the mindset that it takes to play on the offensive line, knowing you're not going to get the glory most of the time.
As an offensive lineman, you never get the glory. It's the running backs and the receivers, you know. But it takes a man to play the offensive line, in my perspective, you know. I feel that you have to be mentally prepared every game because you're going to get beat up. You're going to have to struggle. You're going to have to strive, you know. It's a lot of things that go into being an offensive lineman, and also you have to know the plays and everything. So you have to be mentally prepared, and you have to be ready every game.
The running game really hasn't been on track this year like we had hoped. However, in the last couple of games, it is getting better. From your perspective on the offensive line, which is much better than where I sit, what is going on with the running game this year?
With the running game on the offense, it takes every man. It takes 11 men doing their job to have a successful play. And if one guy isn't doing their job correctly, then that'll break down the whole run. We have plays where 11 guys do their job and we have big runs. And then we have plays where just one guy or two guys don't do their assignment right, and it hurts us as a team. We have to get ourselves mentally prepared and ready so that we're all on the same accord and we're all accountable and getting our blocks.
You're moving the ball up and down the field. You're scoring a decent amount of points. The defense has given up quite a bit. But talk about the frustration of not getting, the 4th and 1s, the 3rd and shorts. What's that like for an offensive lineman?
That basically comes down to heart and drive and knowing your assignment. It's very frustrating not getting 4th and 1 because you think about it, it's 1 yard, it's one guy in front of you. You have to be able to beat that guy, you know? And when we're not getting our blocks or we're not doing our assignments correctly, that really hurts us as an offense. And it also keeps our defense out on the field too long. So we're actually putting a lot of pressure on our defense as an offense, which goes hand in hand. So
how difficult has it been for you and the team to keep your head up after an 0-6 start to the season?
Well, actually, it hasn't been difficult for me because I go into every football game as it's a blessing that I'm even able to play football, you know. Not many people get to play this game. So you have to keep your head up every week, and you have to just go out there and play because it's the game that you enjoy. So I just take every game as a blessing, and I'm thankful for it, you know.
Talk about your speaking engagement, if you will. I just found out before the show started, you were able to speak at a banquet this year as a senior. Talk a little bit about that, if you will.
Oh, yeah. I spoke at an alumni banquet this summer. I work at the pre-alumni center in Erickson with Dr. Rowley, Mr. Bright, and everybody there just treats me so well. They got me into speaking at the banquet about my situation and coming here and things and the struggles that I had coming here when I first came here because a lot of things went wrong with my bill and everything there. So I got scholarship funds. I'm very thankful for that. And it went well. I met a lot of people there at the banquet, and, you know, I liked it a lot.
Great. Do you look to go in? I know you said business management. Is there some speaking in your future, do you think?
I think I'm a pretty good communicator, you know. So, I mean, if it's somewhere in TV that my future has, then that'll be great. I'll love it, you know. I have the smile for it. Yeah.
That's right. This could be your jumping off point right here. This is where it starts.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me about Glenville coming up this week, what you know about them.
Glenville is always a tough opponent. They have some of the biggest linemen in the conference. And, I mean, they're well respected in the conference. You have to come prepared to play them every week.
Right.
They have good linebackers there. Linebacker Donald Marshall, I hear that he led the conference in like sacks and tackles and stuff like that. So they're going to be a good opponent to play against, and we have to come focused because we really need a victory now.
Absolutely,
so,
and we look forward for it this weekend, hopefully against Glenville State. Thanks so much for coming in. We appreciate it, Ryan. That's going to wrap up this edition of the Coach's Corner here on the campus of West Virginia State University. Thanks so much again for joining us. Earl Monroe, Craig Whistler, Ryan Miller, we really appreciate them. Join us each and every Thursday night at 7 o'clock for the latest. Good night and go Jackets.